Okay, we have a green box, we have a live counter ticking up, so he should now be live, or very soon will be, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It is D&D Sunday once again, and we're in a room with a lot of dead bodies.
That's a lot of bodies.
And for shame, not the one dead body we wanted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, I could have stopped him from leaving, but I feel like that would have resulted in our deaths.
At least a few of them, yes. Might have been able to take him down, but would have been costly.
At least one of us would no longer be with us.
Yeah.
Yep. But this is a good opportunity for us to take a short rest so we can heal up and such.
Or a
Oh,
long rest?
We keep moving.
No, we're taking a
we
short.
have to do something.
Like all the enemies are gone. We're going to go into that cafeteria and take a short rest.
Right then.
If the others are in favor of your opinion, Mill, I'll go with it. But I feel like a short rest would be optimal.
Well, you'll have to figure that out after the quick recap. So, last left our heroes with Aldane, the half-elf paladin, Seamus, the half-elf bard, Felix, the Eladrin painter, and Dairon, the Genasi rogue. The four of you, along with Leon and Tora, made your way through the base of the Cult of the Tarask. After, I say, made you way. Yeah, you made your way through. You all checked various rooms, with Darren and Tora messing around with different levers. One of which seemed to lock you from the progression of the rest of the dungeon. And some others didn't really seem to do very much. I will say, one of the levers actually would have let you go through the side entrance of the library.
Huh.
But too late now. But nevertheless, you explored various rooms in the area, such as Daron's group looking through a dungeon of sorts that had different Taraskified humans effectively being test subjects. And Aldane's group finding a torture room and a very ominous looking skull shrine that Felix, for some reason, in his infinite wisdom, decided it might be a good idea to mess with it. Thank God he didn't. Or at least, who knows? But he rolled a good enough wisdom to probably not touch it, but anyway. As you continued then, you found various treasures of varying value that you will need identified. However, the one thing you did find was a manual of health and what is it called? Health and fitness?
Yep.
Let me find it again. An item that basically lets you have a permanent +2 to your... Oh, manual of gainful exercise, that was it. A manual of gainful exercise that actually levels up your con by +2 and also permanently raises the cap by that amount. You've also found a broom, a weird potion with orange liquid inside, a shit ton of money, and a broom. After raiding this place and finding the treasures, because you weren't sure if you would actually need to immediately leave or not, you found your way into the boss room. And had a very rough fight dealing with Aukan and his cronies, such as paralyzing arrows, a mage that went down extremely quickly, which was a letdown.
You're welcome.
Fun fact, what buff spell did he have? I'm gonna have to check that, but he had a buff spell that probably might have scared some of you. I don't remember. I'll have to find that later. along with other terraskified humans, one of which just kept throwing other dead people at you, dealing a lot of damage to Aldane and Leon.
Mhm.
In the fight with Aukan, known as the Chill of Death, that's his like moniker.
Lame.
You're just jealous that you don't have a cool Red Baron title.
Still lame.
Sure, whatever you say. Seamus.
Whatever helps me sleep at night, I know.
Who calls the kid Seamus, really?
Some Irish asshole.
Nevertheless, you all... What's it called? You all managed to win the fight very well, honestly. It was very touch and go, but in the end, you only nearly just had a few of you die.
Well, that's a...
But in the end, Aukan escaped, seeing that things were probably going to go south for him. You can assume. You don't really know why he left, because it looks like he probably could have kept fighting.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't trust it, but you know.
But you all got some good hits in. You all did incredibly well, such as Felix's teleportation, Daron's really early crit, Seamus being a fantastic support, Leon actually killed 2 people, and even Tora eventually finally got KO'd after taking a lot of good hits. But now things are in this uneasy peace. From what you can tell after the red sigil sort of had the glow and the room shook, it's just eerily silent now.
Hmm.
So now that you're back in, I'm going to say where Felix is, it looks like just a corridor that can go further in. But otherwise, I will say you've basically checked everywhere apart from further down here. But from what you could tell anyway, it looked like there was probably more dungeons, if you care about that. You know, like more jail cells is what I mean to say.
We should probably check those out, but first I think we should rest before we do anything else.
Were you resting?
The break room.
Okay. Tora will drag his pained ass over, and he actually does attempt to work the door, and it does actually begin to open.
Aldean will go over to help with that.
As you go over, give me a strength check, my friend. Let me open up some character sheets. 'Cause I haven't-
Aldean,
Aldane is pretty tired. Oh, that's a saving throw. That's 2 off. So he got a 25. So he just like shoves the doors open, and they do. Unless any of you want to stay behind and look round, Leon and Tora are both going into the break room.
This is Aldean.
I'm gonna give the Mage's Corpse a bit of a poke.
You mean investigation check if you want
I
to
wanna help
examine
him.
bodies. I'm gonna say if you want to examine bodies, that'll come at the cost of the rest. Just because, yeah.
Alright, fine.
I mean, you two are in a lot better shape than the guys in melee range of Aukan were.
I wasn't in that good of a shape. I got, fucking paralyzed and then frightened for.
Oh no,
most
you
of the
got
fight.
afflicted with statuses.
Yeah,
Damage,
and then got.
though?
Yes! I was on like 3 HP!
Seamus, are you resting?
Hey, my computer's working now.
Hey, yo. Yeah, Seamus, are you gonna rest?
Yeah. And I'll use Song of Rest to.
I'll drag you in and I'll do the rolls for you. For Song of
Okay,
Rest
cool.
at least.
Yeah, it's taking a sec for Roll20 to load up, but I'm almost in.
It's all good. Song of Rest, I believe, should be a D6.
I think it's a D6, yeah. It's either a D6 or a D4.
Yeah, it's only a D8 at 9th level,
Mm-hmm.
which you are close to.
Yeah, we're at level 8.
Yeah.
So, D6, and this is what people who are on the short rest are getting free. That includes yourself, Seamus.
Yay.
Excellent.
So, Leon is going to use some hit dice
man.
because he is 5 out of 34 HP.
I don't know why I didn't think of this, but I really should have summoned the lions for that fight.
Yes,
I
you
forgot you
really
had
should
Damn
have.
it! God damn it! God damn it!
I didn't even think of it. Oh my god. I'm a bad party member. I'm sorry, guys.
You should be. So that's 20.
I was good in support at least. I got props from Kaido.
You did? Oh, I just closed Leon's character sheet. That's fine.
Almost temporary hit point. And I do get my bardic inspirations back on a short rest.
Tora is
But
going to...
don't get any spell slots, I don't think. Nope.
Wow, that was a really good hit dice roll for Tora. Yeah, he was at 7-8. He was at 9 HP actually.
I think everyone was down to like single digits, or at least most people were.
Oh my god, Tora's goated with the saw.
God damn.
Seamus is not.
Dang.
Oops,
Oh my god, Tora needs to calm down. He's actually popping off right now.
That's better. That's good enough. I don't
He's
think
gonna
I'm
use
doing that.
one more. Oh my god, Tora. He's at 65 HP now.
Oh, does the... Oh,
Hmm?
so you just get modifiers for the hit dice because reasons. Okay.
What's that?
Where do your modifiers come for your hit dice?
The +4 is based on the Constitution.
Oh, okay.
The Constitution score. Because Tora has +4.
Oh, so Aldean has +1, so I
Yeah.
could add another...
No, it's,
Yeah,
already,
you-
it's already added on if you're rolling hit dice.
Yeah. It has D10 +1 for you anyway.
Yeah.
You've just been rolling dog shit.
Yeah.
You also dumped Con, kind of, so that also doesn't help.
Seems like a
Yeah,
weird
I'm
decision.
gonna... I was focused on charisma and strength, thank you very much.
One of you's gonna have... You're all gonna have to decide who needs that book more, and I'm gonna love it.
Oh boy.
You should have seen it when in my first ever campaign, the charisma book was on offer, and I was in a party of 2 warlocks with equal
Oh
charisma.
no.
They both had equal charisma. Both of them also didn't like each other. In game, not out of game. And yeah, that
Right
was...
back. I had to use the bathroom.
It's no problem. And yeah, that was very fun. But yeah, so as you are resting, let me check the investigation scores. Felix, with a 15, you find... No, I have to actually...
Oh, do I have to do
make-
an investigation roll, or is that
No,
from last
no,
time?
No, that's because Felix has spent his rest actually doing stuff.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
It's his choice though, so...
Don't worry, Felix, I
Uh,
can heal you.
It's fine.
You... No, you don't get that.
I don't get it. I don't pick up a cough. It's
the
only
co-
find
the
myself
cops-
ill.
The corpse just coughs profusely on you. Let me see. No, I'm gonna re-roll that. That's dog shit.
Thank you.
I was gonna you were gonna get the Wand of Scowls. This one does 3 charges while holding it using action to expend a charge. Target a humanoid within 30 feet, and they must make a DC 10 charisma save or be forced to scowl for 1 minute. I was also rolling on the wrong table, so it was completely worthless anyway.
I mean, I think Felix could put that to decent use.
Yeah,
Possibly.
he'll use it to make him. Yeah, it's DC 10 though.
I know.
And who are you gonna? What What use will you have to make people scowl with?
Just be funny.
I'm just imagining people with comically large scowls now.
It's definitely a chaotic warlock weapon.
Okay. Yeah. That's actually quite good. Okay. Yep, you find a wand that the head of it, I guess you could say, has a. How do I explain it? So it almost doesn't really look like a wand. You know them pokers you have to like move coal around in a
Yeah.
fireplace?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like one of them.
Right.
Only where the quote unquote poker is, there's like this sort of glass bauble along like the neck of it.
Okay.
So like, you know, imagine like the thick handle at the bottom. That looks like one, I guess. And then along the actual, I guess, shaft of the wand. Yeah, not at the top of it, but along like near the top is like this sort of crystalline or like transparent glass bauble. Before then it continues into a point near the end. It's a really weird, just like looking wand. But yeah, you don't know what it does though, unless you were to identify it.
Can I do that now?
Sure. If you feel like you are safe enough to do so.
Yes.
Well, you don't. Why? Where's he confident? I don't like doing. I don't like doing definitive statements.
No,
'Cause
I understand. I understand. I'm just,
It scares you guys, and that's partly why I like not doing definitive statements anymore as a GM.
I'm a naturally cautious person, and playing D&D in general, not just with you, has only increased that caution. But I will cast Identify.
Okay. As you cast Identify, you find out that this is a wand of detect magic.
Ah.
Ooh. Fancy schmancy.
It's not really, but it's a good item. If you actually want the item from Roll20, it's Wand of Magic Detection.
Right, okay.
But Detect Magic is the actual spell it can do. Detect Magic is a very good spell, though.
I did have it, and then just never ended up having the occasion to use it, so changed it for Identify.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, Detect Magic is good if you are sort of, I guess, dealing with, say, a wizard's dungeon. Or if you are really needing to, like, understand something magical, or at least have an idea of it, I guess. I don't know. But yes, so you've done that, and yet you find that wand. There isn't really much of importance on this person's body. Honestly, from what you can tell from this mage's garb, it almost feels like they were given this item to give it back later. In fact, as you like examine it, you actually see Turim's emblem on the wand.
Lovely.
I just look at Darren. We don't tell Turim about this.
No. No, we don't.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so the rest happens. Hit points are regained for the 4 people that did the rest. Don't forget to add the +3 if you didn't from Song of Rest. And yeah. So I assume, were you regrouping?
I imagine
Do
in
you want to
the
do it?
I imagine
do you
in the
wanna do it in-
circular chamber, yeah. Or what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
What are you
Octagonal room?
counting? The what?
The octagonal room?
Octagonal?
Which one's the octagonal room? Sorry, I'm
The
like.
one with 8 walls.
Bro, why is it
Or
when I
8
quit on
sides.
Steam, it keeps popping back up?
You like this one?
Yeah! Does that not have
Yeah.
8 sides?
No, I'm just confused why you refer to it as the octagonal room.
Because I said circular at first, and I'm like, no, that's not right. It's good.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you don't want to like sit in the break room and not have to see corpses.
I mean, I just don't see the point why Darren and I should, go to the break room when we're going to be heading down, this way anyway.
Are you? Is that what you've
imagine
decided?
So.
Fine. As you guys like stand around in the room, I don't know, place yourselves accordingly. Well, bloody hell. So, I'll leave you to speak.
So is everyone ready to explore the rest of this creepy dungeon? I feel like we should.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go up and look at those cells you guys missed.
Do we want to? Leon just like actually says, can we not just leave them to starve?
They could, but at the same time, we might just need to put them out of their misery if need be.
Okay.
Or
I
we
mean,
could
I'm
just
not.
have
I mean, I'm not. I'm not leading the front, so I don't really mind too much.
or we
I
could
still-
just, call in our turtle-shaped guard friend who can take them into custody and see if he can heal them or fix them.
To your knowledge, this isn't. You have no idea what a cure would even be for this, for them.
We have no idea if this process is reversible, but experimentation never hurt anybody, right?
Leon actually puts the. Leon actually thinks himself as he like takes a moment. I don't really remember being told about this. I was offered, but then they remembered that, oh yeah, I'm Colgan's brother, so probably wouldn't be smart to piss him off. He is actually stronger than Aukan, if you can believe it.
Huh, interesting.
Hopefully we don't come across him
Oh,
anytime
well,
soon.
strong might not be the right word. He's more skilled.
Well, hopefully we don't
Okay,
come
might have
across
been,
him anytime soon.
Aukan's only as powerful as he is because he has he had Tarask experiments done on him. Aukan's all pure human. Colgan's all pure human.
Aukan also is aging, so that might be part of it as well.
From what I heard, Aukan was never a fighter until he started doing those tests on himself.
That will also do it.
I don't know. He did them tests on himself even before I really became a soldier, but
Can we,
just shrugs.
can we save the history lesson for when we're not in the creepy dungeon?
Are the rest of you moving into place?
Yep.
Dayron? Seamus?
Sure.
Move to, I
where am
assume,
I?
the
There
back
I
of the
am.
line.
There I am.
Maybe he wants to be at the front of the line.
Maybe.
As you all move in a line. Actually, as you peer down, let me have a look. You should be able to see most of that actually.
Certainly in that line, yeah.
You do see a wall, actually.
With more corners, of course.
Oh, the corner's the corner's pissed Dylan off so much he rage quit. Technically, you shouldn't really see down here, but I mucked up, so it's fine. You'd have seen it anyway when you turned the corner, so... Well, as you make your way down, you do see a corpse, Aldane. It looks extremely... The corpse beside you, Aldane, looks extremely, like, sliced apart by claws. And you
Oh,
do
that is
remember...
super gnarled.
You do remember that one of them Tarascified humans you saw was actually damaged before it actually ran over. So this guy was probably the thing that put up the fight that weakened it a bit.
Hmm.
But I assume you carry onwards? Are you all going down stealthily, by the way? I didn't ask.
We probably should.
We will try.
This is going to be from Tora? Oh wow, Tora actually, like, not being shit with stealth. This is Leon. Wow. Wow.
Are you remotely surprised?
I'm just more amused by the fact that, yes, obviously you've got disadvantage, so you're going to get a worse roll than usual, but, like, you consistently roll below 10 anyway.
It's actually
I know,
really...
it's like my
really-
stealth rolls are cursed.
It's really unlucky, especially because even, like, yeah, you only have a -1, so it's quite bad, really. You just, I don't know. So, on average, you're not terrible. To be fair, the other 3 people who didn't roll terrible actually got, like, 20 at minimum. So it's a decent average, really.
Yeah.
You alright, again?
Yeah, I'm here.
No problem. So as you make your way down, I assume you stop here before peering along? And let me see how much of this can be exposed. This can actually be just slightly moved. And yeah, so you see what looks like another bend. And as you look upwards, you see that.
Just around the dungeon bend. Oh, fuck.
Fun.
Oh, look, an altar.
I'm going to go in the opposite direction, thank you.
Mate, my man's is making an about face. Are you going down this way or the altar?
Yes. Down. South.
Down?
Yes, down.
As you make your way... Oh, I was doing WASD to move everyone. Because I was playing Final Fantasy XIV earlier.
No, that's legit.
You know, the critically acclaimed MMORPG.
It is just an altar in there, right?
From what you can see, yeah.
Right. I'll let Aldane just peek around this corner, see what's in that room.
Yeah. Plan.
You... Let me sort this out, actually. So... You see... this, Aldane. You see what looks like another bend. Another corner.
I hate corners so much.
So... do you go down?
Yes.
So as you go down... Oh. Are you doing something else, Felix?
I'm just gonna take a step up that direction. Just, you know, don't want to crowd that hallway too much.
Toward the creepy goat skull.
Yeah.
Okay, are you moving in, Felix, Seamus?
I'll go with Felix for now.
Well,
I'm not going in there
I don't
yet.
blame
I'm
you.
just, you know,
Right.
as I said, I'm just taking that step up to. Yeah.
Where are you going, Seamus? Because you can just stay there if you want while they're all shuffling about.
Yeah, I'll just hang out and see what's gonna happen here.
So what are you doing, Felix?
I'm just waiting here to see what's in that room, and then, you know, once found out, we'll start moving up.
I will
Look at
say
the
as
box.
well. I will say as well. The wand of magic detection doesn't require attunement.
Ah, cool.
So you could just like use it right now if you want.
I will.
As you wave the wand of detect magic, a concentration spell, by the way, you see the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense in this way, you can use your action to detect see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn of its school of magic, if any. This spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Quite useless, really.
I mean-
Seeing through stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, detect magic
But-
is what, a first level spell?
yeah.
Don't expect it to be too strong.
So as you look around, that room stinks of death,
Necromancy?
of necromantic energy. A bit like, how do I describe it? Some transmutation,
Hmm.
but you also see a person-shaped like amount of illusion magic.
Where?
And well, you see it there because you see something come out at you in the form of evocation magic. As
Counterspell?
I need. Let me see if that counts. Creature you can see.
Damn.
You don't see the creature. Would it count as you seeing them?
Technically,
It's such a specific, like, niche case because he can only really see, like, illusion magic in a spot. But that could mean anything. I don't even know how to search this on Google. Can you counterspell?
What are you trying to ask?
Like, can you counterspell someone invisible, but you can while
that
you
that
have
you know
detect
is
magic?
there, I guess?
What is the exact wording on counterspell?
Counterspell. Actually, put it in the chat, Felix. There you
One
go.
reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell.
When you see a creature, I think that's the thing. You have to. It's almost like you can't think of it this way, right? Like its drawing glyphs in the air, and you're trying to see, like, you're almost trying to counter the glyph drawing, not necessarily the spell itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sort of.
So I'd argue you couldn't, but
yeah. I'm gonna go with what's there because otherwise it's a slippery slope. So, unfortunately,
Alright,
Seamus was lucky, but everyone has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
wonderful.
Oh, I don't?
No.
You don't, you're not in the line. But you all have to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Great. Well,
Not like it mattered for Felix,
yeah.
because this also doesn't
well,
help with
Leon
Dora.
and Tora at least get a bonus because they're in 10 feet of me. 12. How good that
Disadvantage.
does.
Disadvantage, because you couldn't see it. Not like it mattered.
Yeah.
So everyone failed the save. Let me... Oh, it's that many D6s.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sound.
Where's my thing? Where are they now? Oh my god. Here we are. So that is. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So you all take 28 lightning damage
I'm down.
as you then.
28.
Yeah, 28.
I'm also down.
Oh shit.
Oh, then
As
it's down to 5 hit points.
as you see this gentleman appear sat on the altar actually cackling as basically yeah, a horrific bolt of lightning just courses through your veins. 28. Let me see. Oh, Leon's also down.
We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
Mm.
Didn't we
Uh,
just take a short rest and have everybody heal up?
I mean, Darren and I didn't heal up.
Dyron and Felix did not heal. They did not take the time to. And Leon is not in good condition anyways.
So as that happens, I'm gonna say initiative time.
Lovely. Should have used up all my hit dice.
You really probably should have. Why didn't you?
I still have hit points.
Yeah, it's a nice round 5 of them.
Don't forget you two, Seamus. Yep. Why is the... No, they need to go. There we are. Oh, I forgot. I need to open up his sheet as well.
Okay.
Nice, nice. 14. I always do this the wrong order.
Should we have different music for this?
This
This
good question.
sounding very relaxed for a account
Very
where
chill
three
as someone
of us,
died.
where 3 of us are already knocked unconscious. And I'm gonna have to roll.
I am
saving.
fetching music
saves.
as we speak. Thank you, though, Mill, because I actually would have forgot it.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Right, here we are. So, here you go, Mill. There you go.
I just
So
realized.
what's that?
I just realized an argument I could have made, but didn't, so it doesn't really matter. But oh well.
Oh, about the invisibility.
Not even necessarily that. You've made your judgment on the counterspell thing, but would it have not counted as me actually seeing it coming, so I didn't get disadvantage?
What did you roll again?
I rolled an 11, but that
It
was.
would have been.
But
I'd have said it'd be neutral because you can't like get double advantage is the thing. So even if it was neutral, you still would have had that 11.
Well, that's my point. Would I have, not have had disadvantage for seeing the spell coming? Those 3 at the bottom, they didn't see shit, but I at least saw the spell coming, even if I was a bit surprised.
We'll have to table this for later.
As I said, it
but
doesn't
it
matter.
is
The rolls have happened and I'm down. I'm just saying that's a discussion. That's an argument I could have made. I feel like because I do have that.
Fair,
I have that.
fair point.
I have that Sederhorn dagger, which does give me advantage on saving throws against magical effects, which I feel a big bolt of lightning should count as.
You do make a very fair point, but that'll be for later though.
As I said,
for now, I need
too
you
late.
to give me a death saving throw.
Yeah, as I said, too late, but
Pass. Dyron,
That's good.
come on, nat 20. Just nat 20. So easy to do.
Mm-hmm. Only a 1 in 20 chance.
it's not going to save me if Tora doesn't manage to get his attention.
I know. Come on though, Dyron. Nat 20. Come on, you can do it.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, where is that? There it is. 15. I'm still not dead.
Tora activates a rage, and you just watch, or at least Seamus, you hear the cackling of some sort of nefarious evildoer as Tora just power walks over, and then you just hear ah as he's just like getting beaten up. Tora's going to recklessly attack.
I could just imagine. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Oh, wrong sheet. As Tora's beating this guy up, he actually just say to Eldane, "Just heal them. I can deal with this."
Sounds good.
Wow, that was pretty quick. So that's 14, 16. Right then. This man is just KO'd, not dead, because Tora doesn't kill.
Oh, that's good at
Good
least.
to know. All right.
Well,
He won't. That won't be true for much longer once Dairon wakes up.
He basically grabs the man by the punches him onto the ground, grabs him by the legs, spins him round to basically smash the man against the floor of this, the seat of this altar. And now the seat's just completely destroyed.
Excellent.
But he's
Apparently-
not dead.
Apparently, they didn't. Tora didn't have enough room to swing a cultist in there.
No. But now it's
Oh, well.
Seamus' turn. There are people unconscious. What are you going to do?
All right, let's see.
You assess the situation. You assess it is a
Yes.
lost cause. You leave.
So Mill already passed a death save, and so did Dairon.
Correct.
You do
And then
know.
Leon
what you
Leon
do-
has not yet done his death save. So let's
You
see.
do know though, Leon was very close to death in that last fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. He failed a couple of death saves early, so I'm gonna use Healing Word on Leon.
Yep.
Let's roll that. Where'd it go? There you are. Oh, I don't have any first level spell slots left, so I have to do this at second level.
Oh no.
What an
What a
absolute
tragedy.
travesty.
Leon gets up at Leon awakes at 6 HP. What else are you doing?
Hold on, let me do this. I am going to move here and fire my laser.
He's dead. He's KO'd.
He's down.
Oh,
I
yes?
already
Oh,
just-
never mind then.
Just
Never
said he
mind
was.
just fires an Eldritch Blast at Tora's back.
I mean, you could still use an action to give someone a potion and feed it him.
Yeah, I'll do that for Daron, since they're right there.
You do
Actually,
have a potion on you though, right?
I am actually double checking that. I do. I have two, so I'll use one of them. What's the roll on that again? 2d4 plus 2 or something
Yeah.
like that?
As long as it's a normal one, yeah.
For a
Yeah,
regular
2d4
healing
plus two.
potion, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Max.
Max.
Leon gets up, is now no longer prone, and just says to himself, "I fucking hate this place. I fucking hate this place."
You and
Sorry,
me
say it
both.
one more time. I couldn't hear you.
You- He actually asks, if he can grab your potion to give to Felix.
Sure. I got one more potion, so I'll have to restock on those.
He-
Next convenience.
Eagerly takes it, and this is how much Felix gets. 6 HP, Felix.
Why didn't I cast False Life when I had the chance?
And that's
Ow.
it. There you go.
Aldane's going to
Okay.
heal him a little bit with the lay on hands before he looks around the corner.
Okay, taking this chance now, just in case.
Have fun. Am I still down, or did I get healed?
Oh, come on.
You
You're,
got healed.
everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's conscious now. It's just
Right.
you and Felix are both prone. Or I'd say, well, you're not now, but you were.
Okay.
You know.
20 temporary. I now have 20 temporary hit points.
Congratulations.
For an hour.
Okay. Aldane's gonna look around the corner.
Okay. As you move over to peek round, you see horrors beyond your comprehension.
Oh no.
Oh, sweet.
Room.
Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
You find Tommy Wiseau's room. Not the room. Not the room.
You're
Just
tearing
his,
me apart, Lisa!
not the room, just a room.
I do not have the mystical expertise for this. Felix, Seamus, you want to check this out?
Yeah, there's
Not
a lot
until
of
you-
sigil.
Not until
It's
you've
a lot.
walked in there and made sure it's clear of invisible people. Not doing that again.
I believe Aldane has detect magic.
Do you have it prepared?
Nope.
Then you can't cast it.
I do have Zone of Truth though.
Cast Zone of Truth. Is anyone there? Yes.
I mean,
That would
I don't
actually
see
be
how
so
that
funny
wouldn't
if that
work.
was-
I don't
I
see
mean,
how that wouldn't work. Unless they
technically, that,
counterspell it.
wait, does Zone of Truth genuine only work on things you can see?
It's a good question. Put it in the chat, Aldane. We need to know. A
No,
creature that
yeah.
enters the
Yeah, no,
spell
just
or
say-
starts,
yeah. But you know if anyone passes or fails, so yes, you would eventually know.
I mean, that's yeah. If a creature is in there, you would know because they would have succeeded or failed the zone of truth. It's a
Fuck it, I'll
really,
do it.
really weirdly niche case of the spell to weed out invisible people, but very clever, honestly. You know what, actually,
Thank
Aldane? You can have inspiration for that.
Hey! That's when you
I
know
cast
it's a
Zone
good
of Truth
move.
then.
It's giving me an idea now, actually.
Is anybody in
A
this room
nefarious
right
idea. You do not sense anyone passing or you do not sense anyone failing or succeeding the effects of your spell.
Good
Coast
enough.
is clear.
Aldane has
That
figured
re-
out. Aldane has
Fine.
discovered a niche case of Zone of Truth.
Aldane, what the fuck is happening?
You
I
detect-
cast Zone of Truth and did not detect anybody within this room.
Okay, I'm gonna go home. Can we go home now?
Detect magic.
Stats magic. Oh.
Somebody just magically ignored detect a Zone of Truth and is now sending a fireball right at my face.
No, they do chain lightning instead.
That way they can hit me too.
So you sense strong abjuration magic in that room. Not abjuration, sorry, enchantment.
Right.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
This enchantment is not very enchanting.
It's so funny, but in D&D, people make a big deal out of necromancy, but
You know, its enchantment's actually the worst.
enchantment's actually fucked up. Because, like, enchantment is what can use sleep.
It's mind
Like-
control, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually genuinely creepy what enchanter spells. Like, necromancy healing falls under necromancy.
Yeah. As does like a good as does the resurrection and reincarnation.
Yeah, like, but anyway, yeah, that's an enchant. That those glyphs you see, and like the three lights, crystals, sorry, on the walls also radiate with enchantment. But you notice the effects
Do the
don't
crystals spread positive vibes?
you notice the effects don't extend past that border, though. Like if you were to step into that room, you might be subject to whatever effect is in there.
Hmm.
Can I
don't think
cast
we should gamble by going
Identify
into
on
that
it,
room.
on that?
You also sense Aldane's zone of truth on top of it, unless he just drops the spell.
Should I drop it?
Up to you, dude.
Okay, I'll
Oh.
drop it.
Ah, yes. Felix becomes mind controlled, but he also can't tell a lie.
Hey, so I'm feeling a lot of mind control in myself right now, so if you could knock me out, that'd be great. Anyway, can I identify anything in that room? Like
You could cast
on
Identify
something?
in one of them crystals.
Sure,
Or the
why not?
glyph. Which one do you want to do?
The glyph.
The glyph? Are you sure? Do you want to phone a friend?
The glyph. Final
Okay.
answer.
Final answer. Oh, what the fuck is this spell? Okay. Anyway.
It's actually a magical trap that summons the Trask here.
I forgot Vicious Mockery is an enchantment spell. It's just a room of Vicious Mockery.
Oh man, it didn't really hurt that much physically, but emotionally I'm all torn up.
This is those crystals seem to exude the Gias spell.
Yes?
Code Geass?
Or at least it seems to be a spell that would, like, give me an Arcana check, actually.
Okay. Cool. Corner.
What spell this should be, 'cause I've basically given it away, but... Yeah, so this is exuding what seems to be the Gias spell. I'm gonna post in the chat what it does.
Oh, is this Gia? It's Geish. I know it. It's dumb.
I don't... Language.
I know, but
I've heard
Just
gas.
Chaos.
I've heard gas.
Geish.
I've heard Gias. I've heard Geish.
Geish is the traditional pronunciation for this word, though.
Yeah,
That's all
it's the
I'll-
Celtic pronoun-
See, this is why Code Geass is shit. They can't even get the name of it right.
I think I would blame it on the translations for that, though.
I'll never forgive the Japanese, says Joseph Joestar.
I mean, to be fair,
To be fair.
But yeah, that's what you know the spell to do. So, and it seems like that room is basically, from what you can probably gather, they put people inside that to basically force them to,
Yeah, do their bidding.
yeah.
Room of mind control, don't touch it, let's go.
Especially considering they have the torture room as well. Like, would you
That's-
believe it? More bad vibes in a place that is basically bad vibe, like the dungeon.
Technically, so what's the rule for elves and charming again? Is it just resistance?
Yeah, you have a natural resistance to being
Right.
charmed.
Okay. So I'd at least get advantage on that saving throw.
If you really
Yeah.
wanted to, like, stress test what it does for
No!
some reason, yeah.
No, I don't. I'm just making a point because I noticed charmed in the description. Yeah. No, don't touch the room all day and let's go.
Okay.
Also, I forgot. You know the duration of the spell lasts for a month.
Yeah, that's not simpatico.
Would you believe it? The cults are full of terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
The cult of racial supremacists are evil. Shocker. So, are you examining the altar, by the way? What
So-
are you doing with the altar?
So what did I find in there other than some dude hiding and blasting me in the face with a lightning bolt?
That is a question. 1 second. So you sensed some necromantic energy, as well as I think it was just mostly necromantic.
Also, I'm just gonna say this right now.
I think there was another one that I said, but I don't remember.
I'm gonna very specifically stand on that mage's fingers when I walk in.
Okay. Yeah, you stand on the fingers with your lack of strength.
It's the principle of the thing, damn it.
It's also, yeah, mostly just necromancy and a mix of transmutation. You sense pretty much centrally from the altar.
Look, I don't really want to waste another spell slot on Identify. I get the feeling this is probably where they, Tarascified people.
You don't know.
I'm gonna guess.
Leon actually does add, from the times I was here, this is actually a, how do I describe it? They basically use this, from what I remember the wording to be, is they would connect people with and he says that in quotations, with the gift, again in quotation, to and again in quotations, the greater mind.
Like I said, Tarascified them. Can we go? Are we gonna take this guy with us or just leave him?
Kill it!
I mean, if we take his clothes, then he'd have to walk out of here being very cold and embarrassed. Also, he'll probably never walk again, so... I don't kill, but that doesn't mean people want to live after I'm done with them.
Force them to kill themselves?
I didn't say that.
Convince
just
them to
don't-
kill themselves?
I just don't want any more dead people on my conscience.
Understandable.
I'd like to think what I said at the Colosseum was abundantly clear in my philosophy on that.
It was.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sort of done with this place now. That last lightning bolt really took
I
away
keep doing-
my
I
enthusiasm.
keep being fucking WASD to move tokens. It's really annoying. So you all just gonna go back to the main room? I'm only moving that body so I can collect you all
Yeah.
easier. The corpse isn't suddenly you know.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then? Are you gonna see if you can go back, or are you just going forward? It's up to you.
I'd say we go back.
We should start getting ready to leave.
Oh, can we go back? I think the door locked behind us, didn't it?
It kind of did, yeah.
So we might need to go forward.
Bag's not going first.
Let me, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say you
Alright.
can go this way,
Oh, yeah.
form up like this, you know.
I'm gonna hide behind Tora.
Then I'll go here.
I will move Dairon to just next to Felix and behind Aldane.
And Seamus is left with the back. Okay.
I don't mind, I just take whatever spot's not taken.
So as you move through, I don't actually have a map because there isn't really needing to be one. So as you move through, you basically, how do I explain it? After this point, it doesn't look like the actual rest of the area is made with stone walls. It looks like more like they've just carved it through a tunnel. If you get they've just basically made a tunnel.
Yeah.
from what you can see is you like look round at the condition of the walls and the ceiling and the floor. It looks like this was sort of made definitely afterwards. But you do see what looks like basically just disturbance along the ground, as if people have like used it
Yeah.
quite a bit. And as you sort of progress through more, like just as you get through and through and through, you basically begin to hear voices in the distance. You hear the sound of a baby crying, or a few.
Oh,
You begin to
fuck
hear.
off.
You. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Oh no, Dyron just mutters that as like they hear the baby crying.
You begin to like. You actually hear just the sound of someone going shh shh, and like you just begin to hear like sounds of people in the distance. It's quite dark, but you can all see with your dark vision to a point where it's not too bad.
Leon, I think maybe you should go in first.
Oh, to my knowledge, this is where they kept the people.
Sounds
You know,
about
The
right.
people they kidnapped.
The
I thought this was. My bad. I read this as something entirely
I
different.
I knew you thought this is where they'd like Terraskified people.
No,
No.
as in like this
Oh.
is like the human, like a human. Like this is the women and children for this
I mean,
sect.
Oh no. This is
That's
basically
why-
like
That's
this
what I
is
was
the-
thinking. Sorry.
yeah. This is basically where they've kept the traffickees, if you want to, like the
Okay.
victims.
Sorry.
As you saw,
Aldane.
yeah.
Aldane, you should.
To be
probably
fair,
go first.
there's nothing wrong with assuming that. In fact, it might be fair to say it might have been in character for Daron to think that. So, there's nothing wrong with like not. There's nothing wrong with like like
No,
you
for
know,
sure.
Yeah.
But
So,
I think
yeah,
this is.
don't
I
worry.
don't want to go down a road that's not great here.
But yeah, like Leon does say this is where they kept the people. Most of them would have been in cages similar to the Terraskified people.
Were any of them experimented on and left in there?
No clue. I couldn't tell you. I wasn't really allowed to look down here. I was only told what it was, and that people like me don't go down here unless specifically told to by Aukan.
You're a grunt, basically, then.
Yeah, I thought that was abundantly clear.
Yeah.
I mean, you've shown to be better than that, but
Maybe it's something in my family, but I don't know. Anyway, let's help these people out. If anything, it might be
Yes.
better that you cover my face, so they don't see a human.
here I just kind of give him some cloth to just cover his ears with.
Mhm.
Like do a lower face mask, which also covers the ears.
And he just gives a thumbs up. As you progress through, it doesn't take you long before, like, it gets to the point where you start seeing people cowering and shivering, more out of just fear, not really the cold. But you see like people shaking in like fear, and like a man in one of the cells just says like, "Who are you supposed to be? Stay
Hopefully-
back."
Hopefully, you're rescuers.
You mean that? Oh, thank
course.
the gods. And the man you actually see is a well, it doesn't really matter about the race because the side characters, but you just see a lot of like different people from different races. You see like elves, you see like Arakokra, you see Genasi, you see like a lot of varieties of people. A few of them are families, some of them look like they've just chucked people in without a care. All of them look some form of like malnourished or like beaten and abused. You see bruises on several of them, like cuts. Like you also see collars on all of them. Not like anything special from what you can tell. It just seems like prisoner collars.
Does it seem like the uh cells are locked?
You do see what looks like a keyhole. But to be fair,
Do I see any keys?
no, you don't.
Okay, I start trying to pick locks.
Dora
Wow.
just says if you want, I can just rip him off.
These people. Let me try and do this the quiet, like the easy way, and then we'll go your way if it doesn't.
Yeah, so
No
if we try
problem.
ripping him off, it might scare some of these people.
They're already frazzled enough.
Also, don't mind me. I'm just gonna start composing the inevitable sending that we're gonna send to Kuro.
So
Good idea.
So as you give me a Thieves' Tools check, you do see Tora actually begin to walk ahead, and he just says, "If any of you want to join me to see how many more people we have."
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Thieves' Tool Dex?
Yes.
21.
So you do this actually pretty easily. From the looks of it, like these are designed more just to be like it doesn't seem like they're made to be very like hard to pick the locks of. But to be fair, with the force you dealt with, who's really going to be busting through typically, you know?
Yeah, no, but
Like this is something that like it's probably a very simple key that like any cutter could probably replicate if they wanted.
yeah. I think we agreed, like Dyron and Aldane kind of just look at each other and go, we do not want to scare these people or give them any kind of
I think all of you
scare.
probably share that.
Yep.
But yeah, as you do that and you see like as you work on that, Aldane, between you and Tora, you count about, and I'm gonna make a roll. Oh, I did the wrong fucking roll. I did D20s, not D10s. You currently count 24 people locked up.
Damn.
Half of them are families. And yeah, it's not great, really. You actually notice, Aldane, a couple of these people are people who've been listed as missing people recently. Or at least before you were arrested.
Did Kuro give us any numbers on how many people he suspected this group abducted?
No.
Okay.
He just knew they'd been a problem, so...
Worth a try.
You know.
Just holding
yeah,
off on, the sending so that, we can figure out exactly where we're going to come out and therefore send a more solid location.
As sort of like, stuff like that sort of happening, Aldane, with you and Tori, you do actually see what looks like a sort of rising slope. It's not too much of a rise, like, if you were to wheel something up it, it wouldn't be very difficult. But it's one of them where you can probably assume it might lead to the surface. Or at least somewhere where you can lead these people out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daron, as you sort of pick the lock, the people inside the cell, it's like a family of 3, they're just sobbing. They're just like so happy that, they're free.
I guess like I just nudge Seamus to start trying to like play a comforting tune or like kind of just
I can do that. Should I do a performance roll?
just start trying to distract them.
He just plays the best song in the world. Well, no, sorry, it's not the best song in the world. It's just a tribute.
Great song, honestly.
So do I need to do a
Performance, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Given the situation, the fact that you're able to perform this well, despite, nearly being killed, watching your friends get frazzled, beaten, slashed, all of these people just being as they are, the fact that you've, were arrested, less than a week ago.
God, it's only been a week.
Well, not a week, but, more than a week. About a week or so, give or take. The fact that you're able to do this well in these situations is nothing short of incredible. And it is helping to sort of, soothe people, as you actually do hear a couple of them say, our heroes, basically calling you their heroes. And yeah, it's a very weird situation, but yeah, it doesn't take
well,
long
none of
for
this is normal for sure.
It doesn't take long for Dairon to sort of pick locks, though. I'm gonna say, unless you were to have rolled I don't know, an 8, I'm gonna just say that you go through the time to sort of pick them all.
Yeah.
As you do that, you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Aldane, do you want to come with me to investigate that door up there?
Sure.
See if it's a way out.
It's not really a door. It's quite a distance, so you don't know if there's actually a door. You just know it's like a rising slope that's leading further in. But yeah, as you do that, Seamus, between you and Dairon, you get accounts from some of the people, some of the people who've said they've been there some of the longest. From the sounds of it, some of the people have been there for maybe several weeks. One of them has been there for about a month. Just judging from I assume you'd if you tell them the dates, they'd tell you then they've been there, some of them they've been for a month. During that time, some of them were dragged away, but they basically gave every one of them a physical, and then from what they can gather based on the results of the physical, depended on who were being taken away first. They don't know what the results were though, so they have no clue what things would have made them more suitable to be taken away, But yeah, it's just been one of them. They've barely been fed. From what it seems like, they get fed a meal 2 days, and that's if they're lucky. Interestingly enough, though, some of the ones who've been tortured actually have said the guards never did anything. Feels weird to say this, but they didn't do anything sexual to them.
That's a relief.
From the sounds of it, the leader actively even apparently killed one of their own as an example to his fellow cultists the moment one of them tried to do something.
Good to know. There are actually standards, even if they're very low otherwise.
Or Darren just doesn't say what they're thinking at this point.
But yeah, it's one of them though where some of them are still beaten up, some of them are still sort of starved. But otherwise, yeah, they were just treated terribly. But you do see some of them are quite weak, just because of the length they've been there. Some of them are elderly as well. Most of them are sort of young, though. There's probably I'm gonna say there's 2 babies, for example. Two. There's 4. What do you call it? Preteens, and then the rest are sort of young adults to sort of adults. But anyway, meanwhile, Felix and Aldane, after a bit of like walking, it doesn't take you long to eventually reach a door. Actually, you do find a door. Looks like just a simple like wooden door that you could just open, if you want to.
Sure.
Yep.
As you cautiously open the door and open it up, you see the interior of what looks like a wooden shack, similar to the one you actually took when you went to the underground originally.
Fascinating.
What do you do with that? Do you like, because there is a door leading what looks like outside. You do see sunlight peering in.
I will exit the hut.
As you exit the building, the hut, the shack, whatever, you see what looks like a. Let me just check where the location actually is in reference to everything. So it looks like it's actually not terribly far from the city.
I suppose it wouldn't be.
From what you can see like bits of trees that look like they'd be part of the forest that would eventually lead into Venari, just based on the kind of trees that you've seen in that general area. So it looks like you're actually like probably somewhere east of Centralis. Just based on your familiarity with the area.
What do you think?
And then I assume you would come together to compile that info you've all got.
Yep.
I would certainly use the message. How far did we go? Like up this slope?
It was probably like between probably a little over 5 minutes of walking.
So, I mean, what does that mean in terms of the message cantrip's like range? Because it's 120 feet. Is it more than 120 feet?
Good question. Fucking hell, I'm trying to think of the converter now. Oh my god, I'm trying to think. Um, 5, and I'd probably say you're moving like. It'd definitely be beyond the distance.
Right. Okay. Then I would say, Aldean, go and tell the others. I'll stay up here and, work on this sending to Kuro.
Alright, Aldean will go up and convey the message to everyone else.
I'll go downstairs and kind of stay with Felix, give him company.
Well, it's more because Felix and Aldain went off to sort of do their exploration.
Well, isn't
You're with the rest, I assumed.
well, didn't Aldane just say he was coming back to talk to?
He'd be coming back to talk to you guys, yeah.
Yeah, so once he does that, I go over to
Right.
outside.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
No problem then. I assume in that time Felix would have composed his sending though, but
Like, in terms of like landmarks, telling where we are. Do you mind if
From what
we
it-
can
from-
switch to the world map just to give
yeah.
me an idea?
One sec. here you are. I'm gonna change the music as well because now you're out of sort of the shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's you recognize the tree, like the trees you recognize seem to be like in the far distance, look like they would be part of the forest through with Venari.
Did you send the new music?
I'm getting that now.
All right. Sorry, I thought you'd already sent it.
No, I'll let you know. Don't
Right.
worry. Yeah, as you sort of like look around, because you're still in some like kind of slightly wooded area, you'd probably need to like climb above the trees if you really wanted to sort of
Yeah.
see if where the thingy is, the city exactly is. Oh, this is definitely combat music, which is absolutely not what I want.
Am I really gonna climb a tree? Probably not.
You don't have to climb, you can teleport.
That is a good point, but then how do I get back down?
I don't know, the voice in your head says. Does one of you not have the axe?
I have
no,
levitate, so
I was going to say I wasn't going to give you the answer, but then Dayron came up with the answer.
I do have levitate once.
Here we are, and here's the music now.
Darren, when you arrive, you just see Felix sizing up trees.
I just pat Felix on the back and cast levitate.
All right, you can do that.
You are 20 feet above, which gives you enough way to like get up a tree and look round. Give me a perception check. Mel?
Oh,
Yeah, give me
Oh.
a perception check.
Oh, did he
'Cause
cast-
gave you...
did you
Yeah,
cast
Darren
levitate?
gave-
Did they cast levitate on me? All right, I thought they were going up there. Okay,
Yeah,
no, that's
don't
fine.
worry. Yeah, you see the castle in the distance. The Centralis castle, the opposite way from those trees that I mentioned. There's not really much distinguishable landmarks here, though.
Gonna make an estimate of distance then.
I think we'll fucking check this would be.
I'm sorry for being so high maintenance here, but
It's fine. Give me I was gonna say give me a latitude and longitude check, but that doesn't work. Yeah, dox yourself to Kuro. My IP address is.
I can just go, just do straight intelligence.
Yeah, just give me a straight intelligence check. The DC would be somewhat tricky because I assume you're not a cartographer.
No, I'm not, and that didn't go well anyway.
You could be hundreds of miles away. You could be tens of miles away. You really aren't sure.
Okay. Darren, can you let me down?
I break concentration.
No, stay up there.
They gently descend down, don't they? If that.
Yeah.
So you said we're
So you-
what, east of Centralis?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant west. No. How about this? We take a break and then you can type out what you want to say.
I've got most of it. It's just, you know,
Oh.
figuring out
Problem.
exactly what it is. Send it to Kuro in terms of where we are. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I assume as this happens, like the rest are probably going to be leading
Yeah.
the the capties
5.
out.
That's as specific as I can make it, apparently.
Okay then. You get
Oh, so we're doing a break right now, or
we can if you want.
I feel like if Dylan
let's
does
wait
have
until
a...
the message chain is done with, and then we'll take a break.
I don't know. I feel like with Dylan having a hard out, we should keep going.
No problem. I actually forgot to do a break earlier, so
Mm.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be very specific in my message to Kuro, considering I have no
That's-
idea where we are. But
yeah.
we'll see if he can find
Yeah.
us. So, Darren, if you've got any, help for when I inevitably probably send another one to Kuro.
I'll go up.
Okay. This is going to be funny. One, two, three. 18, 19, 20. This should be.
Okay, so we're looking for a macaw Aarakocra, and then we need to send some kind of signal. I'd suggest probably...
Nature for a macaw. Not gonna be that cruel.
I suggest probably me sending a firebolt or something like that. Obviously trying to avoid hitting wherever the Aarakocra is. Be bad if I hit
it's
them.
probably a good idea to avoid hitting them.
I guess
Yeah.
you'll throw up a firebolt
Yeah.
once that happens.
All of the people, I'd say at this point, have sort of like filtered out. Some of them are still inside the shack, just because there's like chairs and a bed.
Mhm.
You know, some of them are just sort of like milling around, just sort of like just crying, happy. Just glad they're not. It's a mix of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm just-
Darren's. Are we like just waiting around now?
I was gonna say you can wait around. You can you'll be able to get a short rest in, if any of you want to like hit dice roll again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Leon is also going to do that because he needs it. He's like death's door. Oh, nice.
Not so nice for the other two.
Okay, and then 1, 2.
17. So that still puts me in the 30s. That's not too bad.
Tora's also going to use his last hit dice.
Why don't you
And
take a
he-
long rest at this point? Oh my god!
Oh,
How do you roll
Dare-
a 43 hit dice?
Darren just rolled a massive dice.
Jesus Christ.
I now have I'm back to full. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of helping. I'm also just like doing like dagger flourishes and little tricks to entertain the kids.
Yeah, it's just one of them, like, most of the kids are just sort of with the parents. They're sort of just keeping to themselves. They're still a bit nervous.
I'm
But
just trying to do what I can to be entertaining, or be a good sport.
let me... I need to get a reference for something, actually. 1 second. As the hour rounds up, you begin to hear a loud and noise in the distance coming from where the Centralis should be. Give me a nature check, all of you.
Nope.
Nope.
Seamus?
Do I have to do a nature check? My nature
Yes.
sucks.
Do it.
Dyra's an idiot compared to the rest of you.
You say that,
Oh my
but
god,
you
what?
That is the... You hear the distinct noise of a macaw. Like, in the far... It sounds like it's been boosted, though, like, the noise is louder.
Like someone's amplifying it?
Yeah, probably
But
for
how
your
is it
sake.
Base boosted.
Almost like it's a thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
So do we follow the macaw?
I would
Cool.
assume so, yes.
No, we had to send up a signal when we saw or heard a macaw.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So can I
What do you-
use... let's
What
see,
do you
can I
have that
use?
can, like, make a signal?
I'm gonna look
I
at my
mean-
spells right now.
I can
Doesn't
send a
Felix
firebolt.
have
I can,
firebolt?
I can send
I
a
mean,
firebolt 120 feet
I
in the
mean,
air.
I don't know if you'd appreciate it, but this is me as the DM. Tora would not suggest this, but he could use his super strength to toss one of the babies into the air.
No.
No.
High enough that it
No.
would probably be seen.
No.
Not a good idea.
No.
I have a better idea.
No, I'm
How
just.
do we
Both
go
babies,
with that?
yes! Ingenious,
I have-
Seamus.
I have a better idea if you want me...
No,
Well,
I'll
I
just.
want to ask Kaido this because I want to make sure that I can actually do this.
Yeah?
Fabricate a light in the air. Or fabricate like something bright and because I can go up to 120 feet away from you with fabricate, so I can just go straight up in the air and
You can
fabricate something
convert raw
bright.
materials into products of the same material.
I'll just send firebolt up there. It's the same distance.
Okay, yeah, just do that. That might
In
be
theory,
like
the
a
most
flare.
the most he could do is, like, I don't know, suddenly turn like a bunch of wood into like a flat surface that would just suddenly be visible.
How about
just
this?
for-
How about this?
down.
I'm gonna get a little imaginative here, but stop me if it's not allowed. I fabricate a cloud into a shape.
I would say you can only fabricate actual physical objects because that's
A cloud is a
kind of
physical
the point.
object. It's water vapor. It's a physical object.
It's, a
It's
collection
more
of
stuff
physical
like being
objects,
able
though.
to turn clothes from wool, like actual raw material.
There's also
It's
a
not like-
spell called cloud shaping or whatever.
Yeah, that's like
That's lame.
Just.
Or
just,
can I use summon construct maybe?
No.
That's
just,
only 90 feet though.
do you not have shatter?
I do, but I thought that was less of a visual thing.
It's noisy.
I'm just sending firebolt up there.
Cool. Yeah.
Checking above me to make sure that there's not a macaw Aarakocra right where I'm shooting.
You don't see one as you look up. It's not like there's a massive canopy of trees. You just can't see this person yet.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can like aim straight up and you won't like hit a straight tree branch and suddenly there's a forest fire.
Yeah. I'll just send a firebolt straight up then.
Just do an attack roll anyway. Not thingy, just more just to see if you're on course. As you shoot upwards and the fireball trickles upwards, in the path you see a macaw. No.
just fucking wings it. just
No.
just goes crashing down to the ground in a cloud of smoke
You
and
see the
feathers.
fireball reach its maximum range before it like pops.
Yeah.
You still continue to hear the noise of the Aarakocra. The macaw Aarakocra.
Do you think I should send another one up, or do you think they saw it?
I think they saw it.
And I guess I can wait a little bit longer, see if they turn up, and then send another one up, but... Guess for now we just wait and see what, you know.
And now we wait. Dear yet.
I just need to check something actually, real quick. Firebolt. So after a bit, you do hear actually a voice then say, how do I describe this? What would they say? You basically just hear them say, excuse me, was that Sir Felixus Ferris?
Yep.
You'd hear that booming through the forest.
Dara just screams, "Yes, it's me, Felixus Ferris."
You're not Felix.
I don't remember that voice being for Felix. Sorry to bother you. No, they don't say that. They don't say that.
Seamus, do you have thaumaturgy?
But they
No, but I have
eventually you do see-
prestidigitation.
You
You
don't
do
have
see-
thaumaturgy as a bard?
Do you not have,
No.
Do you not have it as a painter?
No. Why would I have thaumaturgy? I've got prestidigitation.
I don't even think bards can use thaumaturgy. It's literally a cleric
I don't
spell.
remember that being an option. No.
It's
Yeah.
actually
not?
just a cleric cantrip.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I would have thought making things louder would have been right down the bard's wheelhouse.
They don't need to be any louder.
Yeah, I'm already loud enough. Thank you very much.
But yeah, you do eventually see above you, as you crane your necks upwards, a very colourful looking birdman who begins to descend. And he just says, "It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm with the Cordician Royal Guard." Well, the guard, you know. I've been instructed by Kurogane to intercept you all and to tell you that we are sending help on as soon as... words. Kurogane has
Take your
sent
time.
No, this is me and like the GM. He just says Kurogane has already sent caravans of people to collect you all.
Excellent.
And what is your name?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Fuck off, Mill.
I just wanted to note it down. Okay? I was trying to be a good player.
Yeah, good player by making the GM have to use effort. Fuck you. No. Fuck you.
This really stumped you so much. Did you not expect us to ask their name?
Guess not.
Well-
You want us to be good, lazy players, I guess.
Do as I say, not what I do. Fucking hell.
Jesus. You don't have to come up with a name if you don't want to. I'll just retract
No,
the
I'm
question.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I've already done it. Don't even like. People call me Pyrrhus. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet. Well met.
Is that Paris
Pleasure
with
to meet you,
an...
Pierce.
Is that Paris with an I between the R? Okay, thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Kurogane has been
Likewise.
working to provide damage control of what has happened. With proof of these people and their testimonies, you should no longer be citizens by the end of the day.
We won't
No
be
longer be
citizens.
citizens.
No longer be fugitives, sorry. GM thing. But yes, you should all be fine. It
That's
may
good to
please
know.
it may please you to know that Zaris just came back from his long his trip away.
Oh, okay.
Did he look any angrier than usual?
He refused to speak about what had happened.
Interesting.
Good to know.
I'm pretty sure
Good.
he's gonna have choice words for all of us.
Especially Aldane.
Mostly
Please
all
don't remind me. Please
Why?
don't remind me.
Oh, you're the one who's courting his daughter, aren't you?
Yeah, we tend to hold a funeral vigil every day, just in case.
Mm.
Yeah. We already bought the coffin. Well,
Ah.
yeah, we didn't buy that big of a coffin. We're sort of doubting there's going to be much to put in
Oh,
it.
that explains why a coffin was some of your seized assets.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
You have no
Uh,
faith.
It should also help you to know that Kuro wanted me to give you guys this as a way of apology, and he holds out a sealed letter, actually, of a wax seal.
Dyron takes it and opens it.
Felix will read over Darren's shoulder.
So basically, the letter says, let me find the actual thing. Actually, So basically, this letter more or less says that at a specific address within the lower tier district of the city, Aldane Cyanidel, Felixus Ferrus, Seamus Osaki, and Rira Dairon Gale are now owners of a house.
Ooh.
We own a house now?
We have somewhere to live.
Huzzah.
I've never owned a house.
The name of reference for the house has actually been listed as Kurogane Takeishi, as well as a second reference for Akrua Everay.
Those are some pretty damn good references if you think about it.
Oh, yes.
And it also has a PS segment saying, "Sorry for all of this, K."
Okay, thanks, bye.
Not as in like okay, as in K, as in a name. You know, like
Yes,
Kurogane.
I wonder who that could be.
But yes, you now have the deed to a house,
We really have to come up with a group title, don't we?
which
We
also
really
means
do.
and hey, you've got a lot of money now to furnish it.
Yes.
But yes, eventually, after several more hours of it getting a bit late, you do see in the distance several carts, just of like, basically like looked after by soldiers. In fact, you actually see Jade by one of them as well.
Dyron waves.
You also see a certain Everay, Akrua Everay, with them as well?
Is Rua with them?
No.
Dairon signals to Akira to talk to privately.
He zooms over to you. Because bearing in mind, this man can move like... Oh, like, how much does he have again? I always forget, because
It's absurd, right? It's
He has
Some
70...
absurd Heinem.
He has 70 movement speed.
Fuck me.
And yeah, you just see like several people like just unnerved by Akira's sudden like burst of movement. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm Akira Everett. Yeah, we're here to help." And he like goes ta-da at all of the carts lining up.
Fucking Akira.
And he's just like, "If you all file in orderly, please, we'll be
But
able
I
to
just
get
wanna-
into Centralis safe and sound."
I gesture like, "Hey, we need to talk."
We're talking right now, but okay, I get what you mean, don't worry. I assume you lead him away while people are getting on?
Who has the book that we found?
Eldan has all the stuff in the bag of holding.
I grab the book. I grab like the notes that we found about EYS.
Yes. You let him read it?
I just say, yeah.
Oh, is this for me? Oh,
Oh, I wouldn't thank me yet.
I wasn't going to thank you, but I'm glad you've helped temper my expectations. He reads the documents and just reads through them all and just slowly nods. And you actually notice he's pulling a few faces as he looks at some of the things. Not even like disturbed, more like confused and interested. Until he gets to the last bit that you can tell is regarding his son. And, you know, he actually has quite a neutral face as he reads it. And after a brief moment, he just sends him back to you. Alright then.
But you should know. It's your right to know.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. I certainly didn't expect to know that that is what they've been doing with my son and his wife. I actually never knew if they got married, but still. You do know they did, but he just... Well...
Can I just make a request that you be the one to show Rua this?
I was going to tell him anyway, don't worry.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how much progress he's had since the last time you met him.
I believe that, but it's
I know.
best to come from you
I
than
know.
from one of us.
I'll tell him, don't worry, it's fine. Thank you, though. But I do appreciate that info. You'll have to tell me what it was like when we actually get to the city. I don't want any civilians to overhear it and traumatize them.
Yeah. These people have been through a lot.
If any of them want to come back to my orphanage, they can always be welcome to do so. But that's for when they've been given some food, clothes, and a bath. For now, though, let's mosey on.
Dairon nods and rejoins the group.
As you sort of get
We'll
into a
just mosey on over.
You actually have a carriage just for yourselves. It's in the middle of the pack, actually. And after several moments of just sort of getting people in, getting them sorted, it begins to move.
Before we go, I will, if it hasn't already been pointed out, I will point out that there are, unconscious Cult of the Tarrasque members down there, or tied up Cult of the Tarrasque members down there, as well as some...
You do actually see some of the guards who got out are actually staying behind to sort of take care of the area.
Good.
You know, like people sorting things out.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we,
Yeah.
let them know about that.
But as you get in the carriage, you're actually with Akira inside it. And, you know, as you sort of get moving, he just says, after I dealt with Zaras, we had a chat. I mean, he didn't really have a choice, but, you know, I told him about how you were framed, what the plan was, and, you know, he wasn't happy. He actually was genuinely upset to find out that you did allegedly do the trafficking.
Well, that's nice to hear.
He was also very mad that he got beaten up by me and my son. But what can you do? I mean, you've already seen me fight and not really try that hard, but what else happened? Oh, Aldane, your mother, well, unfortunately news has travelled very fast. We did do our best. We did do our best damage control, which is why the intent is for when you get back to Centralis for you to immediately leave and go to Pahala.
Oh boy.
That
The situation.
I think Akira says that, and Dara just goes, "Okay," and just immediately falls asleep.
To be fair, it is actually starting to get darker. By this time, it's like probably 6 p.m. But Akira just explains how, like, the situation in Pahala is getting quite dire. They've almost completely evacuated Santusk. It's now just become a military outpost as they're fending off the Dracolich peace and what
That
it's
is
trying
not
to do.
ideal.
Yeah, we should take care of this.
Well, that's why we're going to get you back to Centralis, outfit you stuff properly, resupply you, and also give you your weapons back. You know, those.
Appreciated.
Regretfully, I won't be able to come with you, though, because I have to sort these people out.
Oh, for sure.
Turns out I'm actually one of the best doctors on this planet.
Shocking.
It's... Honestly, I was reading them, like, details about the experimentations of people. I'm surprised how, like, unaware some people are about the biology of people. But, what... To be fair, like, a lot of technology got lost from the sounds of it during the war against the humans. Like,
Sounds
as someone who came from Soramu, like, they over there have, like, ships that work in the air. Don't ask me.
Okay.
Yeah, and firearms are a more, like, commonplace thing. It's that's the thing. From what it seems like, the people of leading the countries on this continent actually did a lot to, you know, halt any progression of technology to sort of make it harder for the people to rise up.
Not ideal.
Not shocking either.
But thanks to me, I've probably advanced medical science for this continent ahead of by like probably a few decades, if not a century. Which is a good thing, to be fair.
Yes.
It's only stuff people would have known anyway, and you know, now, oh, God, I'm gonna have to explain to you guys what like, well, I'll have to explain to you guys what like antibiotics are as like a whole concept.
Is that tasty?
Usually no. Oh, that was by accident. Oh, that was by accident again. Fire, but no. But yeah, he just, as you sort of continue along, he just sort of, in his sort of like jokey, irreverent way, you know, just sort of like easing you back into what you've missed. with the situation. You know, telling you about what Kuro's been doing to help. How basically the only people who know about the sacrifice you did is only you people, you four, Akura, Rua, Zaras, and yeah, not even like Guy. Oh no, Guy knows, but he's the only other person really.
Well, I assume Jade knows now, since she was part of the expedition out here.
No. Akura actually does tell you. They were just told. Everyone's been told, basically, that the arrest was wrong. They had the complete wrong people. And
Okay.
you guys basically cleared your own name. Like, you... From what it sounds like, you guys have basically... How do I describe it? From what he's saying to you, the idea is that you yourselves went to clear your own names, and that's basically what's happened. So he's not really lying so much as he's just omitting quite a few facts.
Omitting some details here and there, you know.
But from what it sounds like, a lot of his political sway is like taking a massive dive. Kuro's anyway. Just because he's had to basically admit that he wrongly accused heroes of the country.
That can't be fun.
But that's, you know, that's a thing for another time, Akira tells you. But he also does inform you, actually, that Oryx and himself have also been working with Tarim to basically, how do I describe it? They've basically been working together to effectively give you, like, a compass that will accurately tell you where the piece should be in Siltanok.
Ooh.
Is it a compass that tells us where anything we want is?
No.
That's the thing you want the most in the world.
Da-da-dum-dum, 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 da-da-dum.
And Akira, he's mostly just sort of filling you in on what's happened, and it's just a matter of where eventually you can like fall asleep, and you do get the effects of a long rest.
Woohoo!
Sleepy
So
time!
this might go
Yay.
completely wrong, but I'm just gonna try and click the long rest button.
See if
Oh,
that
yeah.
works.
It seemed to work fairly well, though. It only gave me half my hit dice back.
That's weird.
Okay. I don't know.
Roll20 can be real funky sometimes.
But yeah, eventually though, but by the time at least people who aren't Felix wake up, because Felix would have only had a 4-hour trance, you actually find yourselves pretty much already partway into like Centralis.
Hmm.
You get let out of the cart, and Akura takes you four, as well as Tora and Leon to Kurogana's, like, you know, the lower tier office anyway, the guard's office. As you're led inside, you are brought into the office for Kuro's room, and inside you see Kuro sat at the desk, sort of like working through some papers. And he doesn't even look up at you guys, and he just says, "Come in, take some seats."
That bad,
How goes
huh?
the work of the papers, Kuro?
These papers are basically me working through complaint letters harried against me, which, to be fair, I did this knowing I was gonna probably take a big nosedive in popularity.
It's the price of the job, isn't it?
It's not much I can do. Besides, you guys dealt with the worst of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, the damages to the prison are a couple of million gold. It's because I was playing Final Fantasy.
I was about to say, like, I was like, wait, are we in Spira? What's happening?
Yeah, a few million gold. Fuck. And yeah, he just. To be fair, that prison was a joint investment from several other countries, so Cordis isn't really the one footing the bill entirely. But, and he shrugs.
Not the best.
And as he sort of writes up a letter, he, like, basically scrunches it up into a ball, tosses it behind himself, and you see it land in one of the bins nearby. So, it's good to see you're all healthy and alive, and I see you've got two new people. And I see you've got two new people with you.
Yep.
Leon takes a small bow and just says, "I'm Leon Truman. I'm actually the younger brother of Colgan, who cut your friend's arm off, the king."
We probably shouldn't have you mention that very often.
Don't mention that
Don't mention
fun
that
fact.
to Rua. Do not mention that to Rua.
That's not a fun fact.
Kuro
That's not
Kuro just shrugs. I mean, he's his brother. He's not the one who did it.
True.
Rua's not that petty.
I don't think he is, but at the same time, I don't think he's particularly happy with losing an arm. Unless he's extremely happy with the prosthetic.
To be fair, he's actually having a lot of fun with the prosthetic.
Is he fucking around with the arm cannon?
Well, you'll have to see what things he can do. I've not really had a chance to deal with it much. I've been too busy dealing with... And he just says all of this, and he gestures round, and you don't really see a lot of documentation. Like, he's gesturing around to a lot of nothing. And he says, "You know why this room isn't filled with papers?
Guy.
Because..."
Handed off the guy.
No, Guy's actually on a week-long annual leave break.
Good, I'm glad he's got
For
that
him.
going.
He suspiciously took it off the day just before you got arrested.
I wonder why.
But I can actually do a lot of paperwork when I put my mind to it, would you believe? But that's not the point. The point is, it's a pleasure to have you, Leon. You'll be put into protective custody, and from the sounds of it, you've been very voluntary with the information you've had. Any more you can give will be an incredible boon to us.
And honestly, he's been actually
He's been quite the help.
Yes.
Oh. Well,
He went
here's-
toe to toe with his uncle.
with
For a
Aldane's
moment.
uncle, you mean?
With Aukan, yes.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought it was Culkin for some
No.
reason.
Yeah. Well. Hopefully, this will be a good bridge between humans and the other races.
Hopefully.
Not to put too much on the kid's shoulders, but
I'm not expecting anything from him. If he's able to do what he's done, then great, but, you know, if he decides to not do anything else with his life, Kuro just shrugs. That's fine. But I also believe you have someone else to show me. And he looks over to Tora with a smile. And Tora nods. "I believe I should be thanking you for orchestrating the whole fiasco, getting these people into prison." And Kuro nods and says, "Yes. I'd been giving your case a good reading over, and I noticed there was some interesting connections between you and Zaras. So, I thought, what better way than to spring you out than to get some of my best people on hand."
Mm-hmm.
I also heard you've made a bit of a scene in the underground.
You know, is how it is.
To be fair, I'm not one to judge. To be honest, knowing that you do feel remorse for the people you've killed does make working with you a lot more palatable. Then Tora nods and just says yes. Ugh. To be fair, it helped that I had good friends to keep me honest. when I was in prison. Not when I was in prison. He just says to keep me honest while we got out of prison. And he does actually look to you guys when he says that. So, what else do you need me to do then? And Kuro just shrugs. To be honest, I was mostly just breaking you out for the sake of making Zaros a bit more, like, emotional. And also because we need help protecting this country. You see, when we do our big tangle with Black Rain, because of what my friends are currently doing here, we'll need people to look after the country in our absence. And you'll be...
I just kind of just say, as like, so, is war actually happening, or?
Not right now. To be fair,
I mean, is it heading that way?
We don't know.
Because if it's limited to just us, then that's
We've
probably for the best.
We've been working with the other countries, and it doesn't help that the other people not on this landmass are very far away from Black Rain. Unfortunately, in an inconvenient manner. The most we can do is, what we've worked upon is, any supplies will be footed from Bovetman and Pahala, whereas Claude Neopole and Tenoyama would be offering manpower. But to be fair, we don't know what's actually going to happen when we do collect... Well, when you, collect the pieces. Maybe once Black Rain figures out you have the other 6, they'll try to steal them from you. Maybe you guys will have to sneak in or muscle your way in.
I have a feeling they're gonna roll out the red carpet, shall we say?
Well, we don't know. All we're doing is preparing in the event that an actual war does break out. But speaking of battlefields, I assume you've been told by Akira, who to be fair didn't actually follow you inside. Once he led you in, he's actually just left. But Kuro just says, I hope he's told you what's to happen next.
We're heading to Pahala.
Yeah.
Not right now. You'll be given a day to sort of rest and, acclimatize to just being citizens again. But we do need you to go there as soon as, which is why we've chartered a boat to take you straight to Torrent. The settlements, not the person.
Not
but
the
you
horse?
you'll be speaking with the person. But yeah.
Oh, Torrent. That'll be fun.
Yay, my favorite world leader.
We'll be needing you to... You're also going to be getting help, magic-wise, because from what we found out, the owner of this piece has been manipulated... It basically can create barriers that seem to absorb energy.
Lovely.
And so we are looking to bring a magical expert on who might help with that. Who?
Is it Turum? Or is it
Oh.
Gary?
It is Turim, actually.
Okay.
Neat.
Good to know. I do say, I look to Alden, you should probably go see Oriana and your mother.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably not delay. We can handle the rest of the planning if you need to go do that.
Yes. I think that is a good idea.
I hope you like your house as well.
It'll be nice to
Sure.
not have to sleep upstairs in the upstairs of a bar for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
You all have your own rooms, by the way, that you can furnish as you like. Provided you have the coin, but...
Oh, don't worry.
know.
We got a big windfall today.
Very nice. Nevertheless, I won't keep you much longer, unless you have any questions you want to ask me.
Kajitas wears if you have coin.
Why is Maik here?
Not even my league, it's just every Khajiit. Yeah, Unless you have anything to ask Kuro personally, he's fine to just let you, sleep and eat and do whatever.
Yep.
Aldain, Darren goes with Aldain, at least to his house.
Oh, also, quick out of character. We should sort out apportion the platinum and gold amongst the party.
We can do that later.
That's a
Don't
later
need-
us problem.
We don't need to do that right now.
We're going to be
honestly-
wrapping up
Okay.
the session very soon because I know
Yeah.
Dylan has things to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This was supposed to
Do
be a
we
short session anyway, so Dylan asking
Okay.
for it actually made things much easier for me.
Yeah.
Do we get our Dracolich pieces back?
You have basically everything back you didn't already have.
Great.
You have access to your full
Yay.
inventory now.
Ooh.
And
Can
yes,
we
you'll
assume that
be-
we've taken a long rest?
Yeah,
You've
we-
already
we-
did.
We took one when we were coming in.
Cool.
But yes, so I'm going to say we're calling it a session.
Yeah,
And
we call it a session.
next session will be a bit of Aldane, unless Jack doesn't want to, but Aldane will either in character or just will say it happened, talks to Oriana and or his mother/sister.
Darren would like to tag
Otherwise-
along as just flavor.
Unless you guys want to do any roleplay before you actually leave, I'm gonna say then. Otherwise, you'll just be on the boat heading to Pahala.
I mean,
Well,
all,
we'll decide that between now and next time.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
all I can think I'd want to do is just buy a few more supplies. But that's
I'd
about
also
it.
like to buy some supplies. But yeah, we should also apportion the platinum and gold at some points as well.
We can do that
We
at
can do
some
that
point.
during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homework
can work
for
it
you
out.
guys.
Oh boy, maths.
I mean, I can do it as soon as
Division.
when we're finished the session. It won't be that hard.
No.
I'm being silly.
Yes. Until then, though, yeah, this is the session. It's
Thanks for
been
the session.
it's been mostly
you.
just a talky one, just to move things
Yeah.
along quickly. Just because, again, I want this bit with the prison stuff done with.
Mm.
And to be fair, there's also just not really a lot to go through.
No.
You know.
But yes, that is everything. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday and Thursday should be more gaming stuff. We'll see what it is when we get to those days. Saturday is the Winter 3 Plus episode check-in. Should be interesting as always. And next Sunday, obviously, we will, fingers crossed, be continuing with this, assuming schedules pan out. I've got the day off work again, so there's no worry from me.
I'll be good.
I
But-
should be okay.
So yeah, obviously, if something comes up, something comes up. We can't, plan for that. But fingers crossed, we should be fine. So again, thank you for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and Twitter at Storytime_net. And otherwise, we hope to see you on Tuesday for more gaming. Good night.
Good night.
Later.
Bye.